Ever wondered why some men walk into a room and instantly shift the air without flexing a muscle or flashing a smile? It's not their jawline, their wallet, or some rehearsed pickup line. It's a raw, unshakable energy that radiates from their core. These are the Sigma males, the quiet titans who don't chase attention but command it effortlessly, leaving women obsessed, not with their surface but with the primal vibe they can't pin down. Buckle up because you're about to discover why this energy is the ultimate magnet. Welcome to the Sigma male community, where we forge men who thrive on their own terms, wielding stoic strength and razor-sharp self-mastery. Here we don't grovel for validation, we define it. Today we're breaking down the 11 traits that make the Sigma male's vibe an irresistible force. This isn't fluffy theory, it's a blueprint for the sovereign man. Let's dive into the fire. 1. The soul scanner. This man doesn't waste time on shallow games or dating apps full of polished headshots. He's not sizing up your job title or your Instagram followers, he's tuned into something deeper, something primal. He feels the silent symphony of your energy, the way your voice trembles when you're nervous, the subtle clench in your jaw when you're hiding something, the authenticity, or lack of it, beneath your polished exterior. It's not about what you say, it's about the vibe you can't fake. If it's chaotic, anxious, or hollow, he's already checked out. No charm or beauty can override his internal radar. This isn't arrogance, it's a disciplined filter, a stoic clarity that cuts through illusions to the raw truth. When you're near him, you sense he's not just listening, he's scanning you, and that realization sparks a wild curiosity. His silence turns into a mirror, forcing you to face your unfiltered self, not the mask you've perfected. Women don't just want his nod of approval, they ache to be seen by a man who perceives what others miss. That's the primal pull of the soul scanner. This depth comes from a place of stoic rational thinking. He doesn't let emotions cloud his judgment. He's trained himself to observe reality as it is, not as he wishes it to be. In a world obsessed with surface-level noise, his ability to pierce through the bullshit is a rare power. Women feel it instantly. This isn't a guy who's easily swayed by a pretty face or a clever line. He's looking for alignment, for a frequency that matches his own. That unyielding focus on what's real makes him magnetic. She's not just drawn to him, she's hooked on the idea of being worthy of his gaze, of proving she's more than the chaos most men settle for. It's a challenge she can't resist, and it starts with his unshakable presence. 2. The boundary enforcer. Most men let attraction turn them into doormats, bending over backwards to please or impress. Not this guy. He walks into every encounter with a steel spine and a list of non-negotiables etched into his soul. Disrespect? Gone. Drama? Crossed lines? He's already walking away, calm as a mountain in a storm. This isn't about being harsh, it's about self-respect so fierce it's almost sacred. He knows what he won't tolerate long before he figures out what he wants, and that clarity is his shield. Women used to puppeteering guys with a smile or a tear hit a brick wall with him. His boundaries aren't loud or aggressive, they're just there, enforced with quiet, decisive action. Step out of line and he's not arguing, he's exiting. That kind of resolve is rare and it's addictive. She's forced to step up or step off, and that shift ignites an obsession with meeting his standards. Stoicism fuels this trait. Control what you can, let go of what you can't. He's not here to fix anyone or fight for their respect. He's here to protect his peace. That unwavering commitment to his own sanity flips the game. In a culture where men trade their dignity for a fleeting thrill, he stands out as a fortress of self-worth. Women don't just admire it, they're drawn to it like gravity. They want to be the one who aligns with his world, not because he needs them but because he's a man who knows his value. The boundary enforcer doesn't beg for respect. He demands it through his actions, and that's why she can't look away. 3. The purpose-driven architect. While other guys chase tail or likes, this man's building something bigger. A legacy that outlives the cheap highs of the moment. His energy screams focus, not desperation. He's not out here begging for a woman's attention. He's crafting empires, whether it's a business, a craft, or a philosophy that'll echo beyond his years. His time's too valuable to waste on fleeting games. Women pick up on this instantly. His vibe doesn't whisper, "Pick me," it roars, "This is my path, keep up or watch from the sidelines." That shift puts her on the spot to prove she's worth a damn, not the other way around. He's not leaning on her for meaning. His purpose is his fuel, his North Star. That self-reliance is a paradox. She's hooked because he doesn't need her, and now she's dying to be the one he chooses to stand beside on his relentless climb. This is stoic resilience in action. He's mastered the art of investing in what matters, not what flatters his ego. He knows lust fades, but a life well built endures. That clarity makes him a force, unshaken by rejection, unbothered by drama, unstoppable in his pursuit. Women don't just see a man, they see a mission, a vision they want to be part of. His attention isn't free, it's earned, and that rarity drives her wild. The purpose-driven architect isn't playing checkers with life. He's playing chess, and she's scrambling to be a queen on his board, not a pawn in someone else's game. 4. The Calm Transmuter. Drama rolls in like a tidal wave, and he's the rock it crashes against, unmoved, unbroken. Where most guys get sucked into the emotional vortex, amplifying the chaos or caving to it, this man's different. He doesn't flinch, he absorbs it, letting his grounded presence shift the energy entirely. Her tantrum? It fizzles. Her bait? Ignored. His calm isn't weakness, it's mastery, a stoic superpower that turns storms into stillness. He's not yelling back or groveling. He's just there, holding space so steady it rewires her nervous system. The games she's used to playing suddenly feel pointless, small. His silence dares her to rise above the noise, to meet him where he stands. That kind of stability isn't just rare, it's intoxicating. She doesn't just want him, she craves the peace he carries, the calm she didn't know she needed until she felt it. Stoicism teaches emotional control, not suppression, and he's living proof. He's not avoiding the chaos, he's taming it, turning it into something useful with nothing but his presence. That's power most men can't fathom. Women are drawn to it because it's a lifeline in a world of turbulence. He's not promising to fix her. He's showing her what strength looks like, daring her to match it. The Calm Transmuter doesn't just weather the storm. He becomes the eye of it, and once she's felt that serenity, she's hooked on the man who can anchor her without even trying. 5. The Shadow-Integrated Sovereign. He's not your cookie-cutter good guy, with a fake smile and hollow promises. This man's wrestled his demons, anger, lust, fear, and come out the other side whole. He doesn't bury his darkness. He owns it, channeling it with a discipline that's borderline dangerous. That raw authenticity hits like a freight train. He's real, unpolished, and unafraid of his own edges. Women feel it, the weight of a man who's fought his battles and won not by hiding but by integrating every jagged piece. He's not here to play nice. He's here to be true, speaking with a voice carved from experience, listening with a depth that cuts through the noise. It's not safe in the boring sense, it's solid, unshakable. She's not chasing a fairy tale, she's drawn to the gritty, magnetic truth of a man who's at peace with his chaos. This is stoic self-mastery at its peak, accepting every part of yourself and bending it to your will. He's not pretending to be perfect, he's forged something stronger, authenticity. That's what makes him irresistible. Women don't want the sanitized version of a man, they want the real deal, flaws and all, wielded with control. The shadow-integrated sovereign doesn't flinch from his own abyss, and that courage pulls her in like gravity. She's not just obsessed with him, she's captivated by the power of a man who's turned his shadows into strength, daring her to do the same. Stop scrolling. Right now. This isn't some background noise to zone out to, this is a wake-up call. You're on the Sigma Male Community channel, so let's cut the crap. Are you the man who bends reality with his vibe, the one who makes the room recalibrate just by showing up? Or are you still running in circles, chasing applause from people who don't matter? This isn't about titles or flexing, it's about the quiet, ironclad sovereignty in your bones. Look at yourself. Are you radiating the energy we're breaking down, or are you still stuck begging for scraps of validation? Your answer doesn't change the truth, it changes you. Decide who you're going to be because the world's already watching. 6. The Unfazed Oracle. He's not guessing at life, he's reading it like an open book, 3 chapters ahead while everyone else is stuck on page 1. This isn't magic, it's cold, calculated foresight. He sees patterns, human nature, games, lies, before they even unfold. No panic, no groveling, just a stillness that feels like he's already won. His confidence isn't loud, it's a deep, unnerving certainty, like a chess master watching a rookie flail. He doesn't rush to prove himself or chase approval. He waits, knowing time exposes every facade. That patience is a weapon and women feel its edge. They're hooked, trying to crack the code of his unshakable calm, wondering if he's a man or a prophecy they can't outrun. His vibe says he's already seen the ending, and that mystery keeps her circling. Stoic rational thinking drives this. He's not swayed by the moment's noise, he's playing the long game. He controls what he can and lets the rest fall away, trusting the bigger picture. That kind of clarity is magnetic. Women don't just want his attention, they want to unravel how he knows what he knows. The Unfazed Oracle doesn't bend to chaos, he bends time itself, and that quiet power leaves her obsessed with a man who's always one step ahead. 7. The Emotional Fortress. His heart's not an open buffet, good luck getting in without the key. He doesn't spill his feelings to impress or appease. They're locked down, shared only with the rare few who've earned it. This isn't a wall, it's a vault built from discernment, not fear. His emotional energy's too valuable to toss around like confetti. Women used to guys who crumble at a compliment or crack under pressure can't handle his restraint. It's a puzzle they can't solve. He's not cold, he's contained, revealing himself only when it's real, not when it's demanded. That guarded depth turns him into an enigma, and she's desperate to peek inside. His control isn't a shield, it's a challenge, and the human brain's wired to chase what it can't crack. Stoicism's all about mastering your emotions, not letting them run you. The emotional fortress lives this, keeping his inner world tight until the moment's right. That discipline's what makes him stand out. Most men are an open book, he's a locked tome. Women don't just want his story, they want to be the one he trusts enough to tell it to. The rarity of his vulnerability paired with his strength drives her wild. He's not hiding, he's choosing, and that choice makes him irresistible. 8. The Integrity Anchor. Truth isn't negotiable for this man, he'll speak it even if it stings. He doesn't twist his words to keep the peace or win points. He says what's real, consequences be damned. No sugarcoating, no bending his values to fit someone else's script. He'll call out bullshit with a calm that cuts deeper than anger, unfazed by tears or charm. This isn't stubbornness, it's a backbone forged from an internal code nothing can break. Women hit a wall of honesty they can't manipulate, and it's electrifying. He's not here to be liked, he's here to be right, aligned with himself no matter the cost. That unyielding integrity is a rare beast, and it sparks an obsession born from respect, and the thrill of facing a man who can't be swayed. Stoic resilience shines here. He's not swayed by external pressure because his compass is internal. He knows living true to yourself beats living for applause any day. That kind of strength is a lighthouse in a sea of fakes. Women don't just admire it, they're pulled to it, craving the challenge of matching a man who's incorruptible. The integrity anchor doesn't just stand firm. He redefines what strength looks like, and that's why she can't let go. 9. The Attention Hijacker. He doesn't beg for eyes on him, he takes them without trying. No loud flexing, no showboating, just a presence so grounded it shifts the room's gravity. He could be in a plain shirt saying nothing and still heads turn. It's not about flash, it's about a calm so deep it hums, a vibe that screams self-containment. Women don't just notice him, they feel him like a low-frequency wave they can't ignore. He's not chasing validation, it's already his, locked in his core. That quiet power's impossible to fake, and it's why he's unforgettable. Once you've been near it, you're marked, hooked on a man who commands attention by doing nothing at all. This is stoic self-mastery in motion, peace within no matter what's outside. He doesn't need the crowd's roar, he's enough as he is. That's what makes him magnetic, authenticity you can't buy or borrow. Women are drawn to his stillness, his refusal to perform. The attention hijacker doesn't seek the stage, he is the stage, and that effortless pull keeps her coming back for more. 10. The self-contained pillar. He's not leaning on anyone to prop him up. His strength's his own, carved from years of inner work. He doesn't need a woman's love or approval to feel whole, he's already there. A partner? That's a choice, not a crutch, an addition to a life he's already built solid. This flips everything she's used to, her affection doesn't save him, it's just a bonus. He's not afraid to lose her because he's not tied to her for his worth. That independence is a gut punch of attraction. She's not his lifeline, she's a contender fighting to be part of his world. She doesn't want to fix him, she wants to be chosen by a man who doesn't need fixing, and that shift drives her obsession into overdrive. Stoicism's core is self-reliance, and he's its poster boy. He's mastered the art of standing tall alone, finding his power within. That's what sets him apart. Most men cling, he doesn't. Women feel that freedom in him and it's a drug. The self-contained pillar doesn't beg for her to stay. He invites her to rise, and that invitation, optional, not desperate, is what makes him irresistible. 11. The final evolution. This isn't a fling or a phase. He's the endgame, the man who's been through the fire and come out sharper, stronger, wiser. He's not dazzled by cheap tricks or drama. He's seen it all and moved past it. His presence is heavy with experience, a calm so precise it's almost surgical. Women sense it. He's not here to play, he's the real deal, a benchmark that makes everything else feel small. He doesn't just want a partner. He demands growth, a mirror to her own potential. Meeting him isn't casual, it's a reckoning, forcing her to face the gap between who she is and who she could be. That's not just attraction. It's a pull to evolve, to qualify for a man who's already leveled up. He's the threshold to something bigger, and that's where obsession ignites. Stoic growth never stops, and he's proof. Every scar's a lesson, every step a refinement. He's not chasing perfection. He's embodying it through relentless self-work. Women don't just want him, they want to become something greater because of him. The final evolution isn't a man you date. He's a man you rise for, and that challenge, that call to be more, is what locks her in for good. You've just cracked open the vault of the Sigma male's untouchable energy. 11 traits that don't just draw women in but rewrite the rules of the game. This isn't a theory to nod at, it's a call to action. Look in the mirror. Are you living these principles, radiating this vibe, or are you still a work in progress? Take this fire, mold it into your life, and watch how the world bends to your frequency. If this hit you where it counts, smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, tell us which trait you're mastering next, and share this video with the men who need to hear it. If you're already in the Sigma male community, turn on those notifications so you never miss a drop of this raw wisdom. This is your hub for growth, independence, and excellence. No fluff, just truth. Subscribe now, join the Sovereign, and keep forging your path. We'll see you in the next one. Stay unbreakable.